I'm like, okay, well, it should be a banger of a whole card if I'm honest, but we'll see.
That's good.
Maybe me being sleep deprived is making the best matches. Um,
Actually, I think I have some pretty good bangers tonight too. I got opener Serena and AJ in a submission match.
hmm
And the main event is Cena getting his one-on-one with Adam.
yeah, I don't know where I can't. After yesterday, I have not been able to find my actual like headset, not headset, my earbuds. So I'm like trying to figure that out so I can do an audio check for you after. But anyways, I assume I'm hoping by now that the stream has actually started. Yes, it has.
Go check.
Um,
I can check audio.
yeah.
Yes. Adam Cole appears to be in the main event.
He is. He is indeed.
Oh. Disconnect and
What happened?
that's why I can't hear my audio.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Is there any?
Make sure I'm not repeating or doubling.
Yeah, my stream doesn't. Like, I feel like you don't repeat on mine.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So we're going to start out with Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. Roman, who's had a little bit of bad luck in the last 2 weeks of the shows.
Getting Jeff backstage.
Losing to Drew McIntyre.
Getting pinned by a random Scottishman who entered himself into his champion versus champion match.
So it'll be Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Sami Zayn versus Tama Tonga, but Tama Tonga has KO in his corner, as well as Tonga Loa, but, you know, that's normal. Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa in a tables match. So we'll see how that goes. DIY versus my team of probably two of the best wrestlers in the world. And then Adam Cole versus Big Bronson Reed. Bronson just trying to move through some of the former U.S. champions after earning his opportunity in the last show. But as you said, we're going to start off with a banger. So, you know, on paper it's a banger. But it is the tribal chief without his wise man.
The twins already, though, is just not bringing in good luck for the
Sir, everyone's a twin, basically. If you look at the crowd. But again, the tribal chief, still no wise man. Maybe that's putting.
Do like a tag team match like Perry and Sammy with like Jake or something against Kevin Owens and one of the members.
I might be building up something special for that.
Okay.
It just needs some time to figure out who in that case. But the OTC, the tribal chief, the world champion is here.
He's looking down, making sure his belt's on, not going to fall down or something.
And the man who demolished his WrestleMania opponent on the last show. And I do not say that statement lightly. He straight up might have killed Ilya Dragunov, but Ilya is okay. He does not have a concussion even after that pile driver on the floor. And as you've said, Hobbs, if it was on your show, your arena, that might have happened.
Hopefully not injured. I'm actually surprised last week. We'll see if that continues, considering it happened in hell of
I will say at this point, by the way, if anyone ever watches this, I am currently on 1 hour of sleep, and thus we are very sleep deprived. One of us because they have a baby, probably is my assumption. The other one just because of insomnia.
Imagine you have a baby and insomnia. And having a combination of it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you do have insomnia sometimes, don't you? Are you actually good on that?
I do sometimes, yeah. I also used to have, there's an actual name for this condition. I can't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But it's where you purposely like stay up late because like you have like a paranoia in your head that you're not gonna have any other free time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, like your body like stays up late throughout the night.
Jacob Fatu dropping Roman Reigns and headbutting him. This man is terrifying. Oh no, this is the move that started his comeback against Ilya yesterday. That diving clothesline. Roman reversing it though. Roman going for a pin off of nothing and doesn't even get anything. That's kind of a statement right there, if I've ever seen one. But Roman not really even phased. Roman has him in the corner. Where's my trash can? As I also told Tubbs, I have not eaten today yet, so I'm currently in the process of trying to. You said you haven't either.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm grabbing there, to be honest.
To be fair, it's also 11 o'clock for you instead of lunchtime.
Yeah.
So.
Does anyone really eat breakfast?
I mean, yes. Mostly because if I don't eat anything for the rest of the day most of the time. These two going blow for blow here, though. Roman chilling. What was that?
I am starting to embrace my dad father.
Roman busts Jacob open, and now they're going blow for blow. Corey said something about we know who won that exchange. I'm not so sure about that. And missing the Superman punch.
Jacob sidestepped it.
Uppercut. Drops him on the ropes. Goes for 10. 1, 2. Gets a 2 this time. And now a power bomb from the big man. And Jacob back to his feet.
What is he doing here? Giving him a shoulder massage, I guess.
Nope, Hobbs, those are where some nice pressure.
Roman's so content with that massage that he immediately passed out into his lemon.
Yeah, it's not like there's some pressure points. Oh no, he hit this yesterday. And there's the big freaking spear. A move I don't feel like I've seen anyone do since Big E.
Yeah, that's like he makes Big E's look graceful almost. He's saying
Big E's might look graceful at that point, but Jacobs just looks vicious. Jacob has that sledgehammer.
I'm surprised. Yeah, Roman's body is good right now, which is surprised.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot I made this Extreme Rules.
Oh, headbutt from Rowan.
But I think between the two of these two need Extreme Rules. What is Jacob
Jacob's
going
going for
for?
that bars too.
Big old cross body and going for
Moonsault.
the moonsault. You know, some people say EO has the best moonsault. I think it actually might be Jacob Fatu.
I was gonna say that's also just Tiffany's finishing move as well. They both do it the exact same.
Yeah, but I think Jacob's is a little bit better just because
Oh no, I agree.
he's
Just saying.
bigger. It's so much more impressive. Oh my gosh, Jacob throwing a trash can.
I also didn't know that in this game, just by pressing L1,
Hmm.
you can just slide weapons into the ring now instead of having to run in with them and try to throw them.
Yeah, you could do it in the last game too.
I'm gonna check out that.
Roman was looking for something there, but Jacob quickly stops him. Is Jacob looking for a spear?
Oh,
I think
moving
he,
to the
I think he,
DDT, but yeah, he was.
and now Roman's gonna look for a spear. But Jacob doesn't reverse it. That would have been great if he did, though.
So that would have been funny.
One of these men has what?
However that song goes.
I don't know what song you were saying. So,
Right. I
what?
don't know.
One of these men has a red torso. The other one has a red head.
The other one's got hot Cheetos in his hair.
Huh?
One's got hot Cheetos in his hair.
Not what I meant. Oh gosh! Roman landing on that injured body.
Wait, can't we put like the trash can on them in this game so
I
they
don't
can't
know.
move their body
I don't know.
around that?
When I think of someone in a trash can, though, I don't think of Shane O'Mac. By the way, I think of Io Sky.
Those guys. Well, no, I was saying put someone in a trash can. But then
Gotcha.
Shane O'Mac could put people in.
Gotcha. Oh, Jacob with a nice reversal into the enziguri. Roman rolling into the corner. Not sure that's where he wants to be with Jacob Fatu. Especially when Jacob gets into this mode.
Oh, everyone's going to that corner now.
Oh my jeez! And then the trash can almost slipped back into him. Goes for the pin off the powerbomb into the apron.
Roman then proceeded to pull a Tony McGuire. I was like,
Roman reversing whatever Jacob was going for. It was something big too. Samoan drop. And Hobbs, you don't even need to check to take the records. That man is Samoan.
no, checks.
Went for the cross body, maybe? Or was it a splash? Something. But it was a signature, whatever it is. And I think we're coming down to the end here. Superman punch. And that might be it, Hobbs. Oh my goodness. The wherewithal of Jacob Fatu to kick out. But can he avoid this spear? No. No, he cannot. I think that's it. The crowd chanting one more time, Hobbs. And Roman's not going to give it to him.
Is it nice, isn't it?
Damn, what a match. I will say, definitely a banger.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see Jacob put that trash can on his head and then do that running tick attack.
Jeez, I'm...
Devastation.
Alright, next up is Sami Zayn against Tama Tonga. Sami Zayn trying to get a little bit of revenge here on his own. Doesn't want to rely on anyone, thinking that they might just turn their back on him just like KO has time and time and time again. You have to understand, Hobbs, this man has serious trust issues at this point.
Actually, I was thinking that the man who was just previously on like this match from the Reigns, I was thinking it's also got to have some serious trust issues at this point.
You talking about Roman, you said, or?
Yeah, Roman. I just thought that today when we were talking about like the whole Punk's favorite thing. I was like, this first you got Seth,
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, you had Jimmy, now the wise man who you would thought would never be. I'm like, this man's trust issues have just gotta be through the roof at this point.
And can you blame him, though? But now we have probably one of the wildest people on the brand. The man who thinks he's Finn Balor, apparently.
No, this man's like a combination of Finn Balor and Randy Orton.
I've never seen Randy slither like that, though. That's the difference.
Did you actually change the name to 3.0?
Yes.
I love that. I would love it more about if it was changed to 3.0.
Ah, damn it. Why do you have to be right? I might start working on the draft sheet during your show as well, just so you're aware. Because I probably should.
Maybe working on some documentation.
Oh no! Did I? I pulled the Hobbs.
What did you do?
I think Tama Tonga might have had a leg injury going to this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely appears so.
Which
Kevin's disappointed
Kevin's always disappointed in someone, Hobbs.
Kevin is usually always right.
I'm not so sure about that one.
No one has never committed a wrong.
You know the sad thing that I just realized? I think KO is the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's...
The sad thing is Sami Zayn isn't.
Yes, that is true.
Even he should be, but what is the main reason Sami Zayn is not, though? I think we both know it.
Oh my god, I mean, the world's title picture up. So I don't know if he's been in the picture, but now because he should be in the title.
Yeah. He has not been a world champion. You know, at some point, once KO can walk again from his surgery, they should have Sammy win and then KO come out and just support his best friend. Sammy reversing whatever Tama Tonga was going for. With some kind of finisher or signature. DDT. You know what I do like in this game, though? You can see, like, the stand-up bar. Like, and you can press buttons to accelerate it. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but I have.
Repeat that one more time.
So you see the bar next to Sammy's body. Never mind, it's gone now. So when someone is downed, right,
Mm-hmm.
a circle will appear if you press a button,
Yeah.
and you can press buttons rapidly to make it go faster.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
And I'm like, that's a nice little touch. Because a lot of times we're like, does pressing anything do anything? And in this case, we know it does.
It also works that I use it because you can also just rapidly press up with the joystick when
Hmm.
that circle's on there.
Hmm.
Just to try to hurry yourself up.
Yeah, I just normally rapidly tap X. Or sorry, as PlayStation officially calls it, cross. Brainbuster to Sami Zayn. You forgot that's officially called cross and not X, even though nobody calls it cross.
Yeah.
Speaking of cross, that's someone I think needs to definitely be drafted this year because neither of us drafted him last year.
I hope you did.
You just never used him in a singular
Just never
match.
used it, yeah. I was thinking about eventually putting him, if I could use him, put him in the tag team title, the tag title picture, just since we have the intergender rules thing.
Yeah. I don't know what Tom Tongue is doing here. That's also, by the way, why I have Staminov, because they do things like that.
Yeah.
And if Staminov on, it would just kind of screw the match over. Sammy went for a roll up there, doesn't get it. Throws him to the rope. Oh, throws him into the ref, actually. Oh, no, here we go. The welts on both of these men's bodies are so pronounced. Samoa strike. Up, reversing. Reversing. Oh, firing back. And here they go. The classic Sami Zayn KO spot. And a DDT from Tama Tonga. 1, 2. Sammy kicks out. And the Tongan twist. And Sammy kicks out of his own free will there. I don't know what Tom Tong was thinking there. Sammy going for another roll up, though. Sami Zayn starting to get into that scrappy mode of his. Hits a blue thunder bomb. You have to wonder if he's going to go for it. Oh, misses it. And Tomatong with a torpedoing uppercut. And now going for that Tongan twist again. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, Hobbs. Bust Sami Zayn open in the process. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, he's dead.
He's still going.
This match has been closer and better than I thought probably.
Yeah, it's up there with the Roman and Fatu match already. Like I said, I think I put together some banker matches on 1 hour of sleep. Reverse. If Sammy can get his third finisher, I'll love it. The clothesline, Sammy trying to roll out of the ring there, maybe. Sammy reversing. The stomping. Picks him back up. Just Gonna throw him into the ropes though, and there's the big boot, the haluva kick if you would. 1, 2. Tama Tonga kicks out this time. Oh no, but Tama Tonga's in the worst spot. Haluva kick one more time. 1, 2, 3. Cinema. Absolute cinema at the end there. Sami Zayn gets one up on the Bloodline 3.0. And then Sami putting the 1 in the air. What was that? Acknowledging the original tribal chief. Solo Sikoa versus Drew McIntyre. And a tables match now. I don't think either of us have done a tables match yet, so this is kind of just...
No, I was thinking about doing one as well today in my hardcore tournament.
Well, we'll see how this goes, I guess, won't we?
Yeah. I was too tired to do it myself, especially after last week's yesterday's steel cage match. This is not.
Yeah, it's kind of why I put it in a match where nobody really has too much to gain. After all, Solo's kind of a step down from Roman Reigns, but you never know what Solo could pull out of his bag of tricks. Solo Sikoa not being seen with the Bloodline.
That might be why those twins are here. Those tricks. After kids.
Gosh dang.
They need that backpack. As long as they don't do Brendan Allen Solo's nasty big game like they do.
Solo Sikoa coming down on his own, declaring it's just me. Yeah, I knew you were going to do it. Drew has now earned a shot against Roman Reigns. It'll be Drew and Ilya versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania Night 2. Ilya having earned his shot in the Royal Rumble. Drew going for that neck massage, as Hobbs called it earlier. And Solo missing the headbutt, just like
It was a good massage, you know, that he decided to
oh, low super kick. Not a great one. Solo having an issue with Drew here, as he expected him to do more when Solo fought the Tribal Chief back in January. Not just show up and disappear. If he had things...
We told Solo he was supposed to be the new head of tape, and now he's going to put him through a table.
You never know what these two are going to bring out. Not talking about weapons, Hobbs. Oh, Solo activating his rage already. And Solo now has a Samoan spike at the ready. Drew not grabbing a table, grabbing a chair. Has him in the corner. There we go. Up, has him. for a... Nope, I think he was going for a spinning solo. Drew throws him over, and Drew activating his rage. Is he going to just do... Nope, he's going to bring him back in the ring instead of shoving him out. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Claymore, oh! Dodging.
Claymore.
So far not a bad tables match. Solo finally grabbing the table as I said that, though. And there's a Claymore.
Yeah, thank you, I'll take that. Thanks behind this one, dude.
Drew saying you want to be ahead of the table so much, you can go through it as well. Reverse. Headbutt. Drew's lucky his head was not hard enough to break that table. Because we know the Scotsman does have a hard head. And... Yep. Okay, not the best match.
Alright, get momentum for your moves that you want.
On to the next match. For...
This is why husband shows. I just show.
To be fair, it was a test of a match, so...
Yeah.
It's also his third match in 2 days. Can you blame the man? Gargano and Ciampa here, the new tag team champions. I feel like Hobbs is making noises now.
I think so.
Apparently she has awoken.
Oh yeah, she's been awake for a little bit. I was just glad she didn't wake up scared. She's actually been pretty chill this morning. I mean, that third wake crack was somewhat goddamn.
AJ Styles and Kenny Omega. Hoping to defeat the new champions. Another team that you another team that you just let fall to the wayside. See New Day, Street Profits, Pretty Deadly. Yeah, but when was the last time they were actually in a tag team match?
This month. Oh, not this month, last month.
But okay, what about Pretty Deadly? New Day, who broke up in your show, and then you just haven't used them as single stars.
No. I'm gonna try a few times. I know. Yeah, like hopefully it's over like some gauntlet matches at some point, but we can show that.
Let's see. I don't even know what other teams you even have. Is the issue at that point?
Who do I have? Yeah, I don't know.
Your tag team division has kind of just been, hey, let's make these people a team.
Oh, I mean, I'm pulling them away, so they're not. Just better people a team. Often seen this paired up in real life.
Hurts. Yeah. Hurt Syndicate. So I mean, you have used teams, but it's just like certain ones you only have used certain ones.
I mean, lots of people. I had Eric and Ray. I had the Lucha. I had people opportunities.
AJ with the calf crush on Ciampa there. Got to the rope though. AJ waiting for him. Going for the Styles Clash. Ciampa, be very careful. Styles Clash. Johnny breaks it up.
It's one thing I like planning on doing soon, because I have been giving people chances and then that part of time getting them back on the card.
Mm.
Oh.
Ciampa just stomping on the face of Omega. Came with a Hurricane Rana. Not gonna let him go for the tag. Ciampa just grabbed the rope. There you go. That was the most blatant rope break I've ever seen. And it's not.
Honest. He took his sweet time grabbing that. So the ref at that point was like, alright, I guess he's not grabbing this thing. Right? He's paying attention to the count.
Well, AJ and Kenny might have just earned a tag team title match, or at least a rematch with them.
If you remember, I almost lost one of our Brian and Sammy matches that way.
Mm-hmm.
That will never be aired.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, can Adam Cole play that from the Aussie from London?
I'm really not sure. Adam Cole, a former U.S. champion, at least on this show.
I'm get a mid-card title on AEW this way. I think I thought it was
What was
I
that?
don't even know when they do their pay-per-views.
They do them on Sunday nights.
That might be tonight. He might get a mid-card title, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he's facing Daniel Garcia tonight for the TNT.
They have too many titles there. I'll say it.
No, they do. No, they totally do. They need to unify.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, well, one in particular is the one King Omega has with, I don't know, I don't remember the name of all their titles, but I know how titles they have.
The Continental Classic one and...
Yeah, they need to merge that with the, I don't know, what's the one?
I don't know.
Longest time, I don't, too many.
International, is that what it is?
Maybe. But yeah, either way, like those two intercontinental, international, whatever the hell, those need to be merged together. There's no reason.
Yeah.
I know Ricochet's in a match with Kenny and someone else. I don't remember who the third person is, but there's a match with Kenny for whatever that title is that he's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Rated STR is fighting.
For the trios titles.
Yeah. I don't remember who has them. I'm like, that's not Death Triangle. I'm like, oh, that's right. It's Pac with Death Riders.
Mm. Yeah, it's definitely a Death Triangle, especially since two of them are no longer in the company.
Yeah. It's a shame we won't get Ray Phoenix in the DLC.
We won't get Ray Phoenix and who?
It's a shame we won't get Ray Phoenix in his DLC with Penta, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Adam Cole with a splash there. I'm just making sure Adam Cole has some sort of... Yeah, okay, good. I don't like that they didn't give him Pamela Sunrise, but I'll have to fix that, I guess. What was that?
The baby.
Ah.
She's going to finish her bottle here. She's going to waste some more milk today. Be wasting formula stinky way rolling on trees. We're going to get 7 pounds of milk now. I'll pay for the rest.
Bronson Reed not looking the best in this match so far.
I gave her a bottle to help her to sleep earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She was crying for one. And then sometimes she just sucks on it and doesn't actually give a drink any. You just turn your head away. She looks like Mr. Badass. Maybe watching SpongeBob so you can learn how precious formula is.
That's the Krabby Patty secret formula, SpongeBob. What the frick was that? It was some kind of fancy DDT. And it's time for the last shot. Oh my gosh, he ducked under it.
I feel like every time you're about to call a move,
Oh.
preemptively, dramatically like that, they always miss.
Mm-hmm. Adam Cole looking extremely dominant in this match.
She might fall asleep in her arms right now. It's on like the other side of the floor. There's gonna be some manipulating here.
Hits the finisher on Adam Cole there. Cole kicks it after two. Goes for another pin, but going for the leverage pin this time. And Cole with a show of strength there. Under. Over. And a run. Almost a Daniel Bryan-like kick there. Adam Cole with an impressive showing there. Maybe working.
Custom as well.
Hmm?
Impressive custom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it never once told me that Tama Tonga was injured. It only told me Tonga Loa was injured.
Tama Tonga was injured? Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought you were talking about Fatu for some reason. For some reason, I thought you were saying Fatu was injured as well. I'm like, what if he just performed that match with Roman?
No, that'd be impressive. But that's all for me today, everyone. Go over and join Hobbs at Hobbs Yoda for HPW. We have one more show before WrestleMania, and then it is time for WrestleMania. But that's all for now. Don't burn out. Kingdom Burn out. Peace.